Top 10 business ideas, guys. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, if you're interested in starting a new business, a new small business idea to be exact, this video is definitely for you. So, in this video, again, we're going to break down the top 10 small business ideas, and these ideas are not in any particular order. So, but what I can say is there is something for every background or every different, we don't want to say racial, but ethnic or say group, uptown, downtown, whatsoever, black, white, there's something in there for everyone. So everything might not be relatable to you or to your situation, but there's definitely something in there for everyone. So stay tuned, guys. Let's jump in the video. Okay, so number one on the list is online reselling. Right, so let me explain that into or provide some more context onto online reselling. So let's say you are one that is in gadgets or you are one that is in fashion, right? Um, from time to time, you would notice persons set up their Instagram pages or Facebook pages where they share or sell stuff, anything that you might like. Probably say fashion, so what you can sell shoes or clothes. If you're into gadgets, you can sell computers, cell phones, or something like that. So setting up an online business is number one. Right, but again, before getting to anything, make sure that this is something that you are already passionate about, and you would consider doing it to the long term and moving it from small business to actually a big business, right? So again, put some thought into it before jumping into it. That's number one, online reselling. All right, now moving on to number two, we have starting a career business. Now there is one might hear me say starting a career business and say, hey, you're telling me about small business, but career business sound like it has to be a big business. No, it does not. All right, so you can start small. Let's say you own a car, right? What you can do is from time to time you set up a business where you'd have persons, you do errands for persons, right? You probably set up an app where persons like would want to get medical items bought at a place somewhere or grocery items bought and delivered to them. You can do that. Likewise, you can go into the delivery service by making say com- commitments with restaurants and stuff like that and say, hey, I'll work with you and deliver food for you and stuff like that, right? But this is not really a delivery service talk. That was just a pitch right there, but it's really a courier business. So what you can do is just set up probably an app or website or even an Instagram page, right? Where you deliver you buy things from it for people, do runs for people. Someone want to get KFC delivered to their office, or they really do not want to move or something, alright? Yes, you'd be that middle ground where you get that delivered to them. Someone want medical items bought somewhere, they really would not want to move. You'd be that middle ground where you'd get it purchased and delivered to them, right? So you can set up a courier service and you could definitely earn some extra income, and you could also start that and move that from just a small business and bring it towards a big business, right? Now, number three, this is say, let's say you have fascinations in the digital background, and these other tools that I'm gonna talk about is for persons with in the digital background. Told you guys that there's something in there for everyone, right? You could go into app development, right? Let's say JN Bank, for example, currently does not have a mobile app, right? You could probably pitch something to them and say, hey, I build this for you. Or you see a small business that's struggling and you say, hey, the small business will definitely do well with a mobile app. You could market yourself, pitch it to them, create something for them, show them what is what, create website and stuff like that for them, just to show them that just market yourself, and you could make extra income from that. And of course, that's a small business. Now, similar to app development, you can also do graphic designing. You see, for these you can tackle other small businesses or even big businesses where, hey, look, you can start by just pitching things to them. You look, you see them, and you see a logo or design or their website or the Instagram page or something, but the logo that they are using probably is not up- efficient, or don't want to say efficient, but it's not up to par. So what you can do now is in turn create a new one, and by you creating a new one, you could then pitch it to them and say, hey, I can look at this, take a look at this. Saw that your logo was not up to par, so I'm pitching this one to you, and just market yourself until you make a name. Again, create an Instagram page and just advertise. Again, these business ideas are necessarily for small businesses, persons trying to start out. So this is not for the man that's already in there. Again, the man that has already had it, as is all his eggs in a row. Yes, he can watch, but this video is mainly for persons who are just about to begin, right? Now, moving on, someone say you went to school, you got a nursing degree, you are a registered nurse or something. Not sure the ranks of nurse or anything, so I'm not gonna speak about ranks, but yeah, you got a certificate and you're a licensed nurse, right? um what you can do is probably start an home care service, where you go and you stay with older folks, or probably you don't have to do it yourself. You could probably create a business from it where you know that, all right, you get clients, the clients would come to you, and then you in turn get an employee. So basically, all it would work is probably you are the man that, with the name, you could call it live. Say this channel is Jamdala, I would say Jamdala Home Services, right? And they come to me, say, hey, I have my grandmother, need someone to look after my grandmother while she's at home, yada yada. And I'll say, all right, cool, this is how much it costs a day, and I'll get an employee to do that for you. You are not satisfied with the employee that I sent you, tell me, and I'll take care of that, right? So that's another good idea. If you have experiences in those fields, you could start on home services, right? Now, on the other hand, let's say you are one with good cooking skills. You're a chef, or you know you cook out from time to time. The regular man would probably want to tell you to start a cook shop, but not necessarily. You could probably get a truck or probably a small bus or something, and just cook in that bus or that truck, and drive around and sell foods, and probably drive towards in Jamaica now we have a lot of call centers. Pull up to the call centers, or pull up in a square off a tree downtown somewhere, and just you can sell some food and make some money from there. Again, that is another good way to make income from a small business perspective, right? If you like food, right? Now, moving on into the printing business, right? You're in the printing, all the printing business work from time to time. Persons would want shirts printed, like say for companies. Digicel would want probably 1,000 shirts to print. Another call center somewhere, or even from time to time, people are hosting parties or dead relatives. Persons would get shirts printed and stuff like that. You could just capitalize on that. Hey, my uncle died. We all want shirts printed on with with his face on it, saying "gone too soon" and stuff like that. You are the middleman you can turn to for that, right? You could print some T-shirt. Likewise, from time to time, persons want to print pictures. Printer want to print small tokens for their loved ones. Calendars, stuff like that, key rings and stuff like that. You go in the printing business, and again, you can make some money. Now, wrapping up, there's two more wrapping up. Moving on to drop shipping. Of course, I did a whole long video on drop shipping when I explained the whole in and out works of drop shipping. Of course, so you can start an online drop shipping business. I'm not gonna go into details about drop shipping because there's a video on the channel about it. So if you want, you can go ahead and watch. But I'm just gonna tell you on the surface. So drop shipping is basically ordering from one merchant but selling on another merchant. So of course, you're gonna order it for cheaper than you're selling. So let's say you are ordering the items from Amazon, but you're advertising that you're selling them on eBay. So basically, let's say the item is selling for $5 on Amazon. You'd probably want to say you're selling it for 9 or 10 on eBay. So of course, you know that extra profit would be for yours. And of course, when they place the order, the money comes to you. You then place the order on Amazon, and you keep your business going here. So that's dropshipping in a nutshell. Now, final one is real estate. Now you might be saying to me, hey, why am I going to start real estate, and you're telling me that this is a small business? Real estate is really a broad term. So I'm gonna narrow it down, because again, even though these are small business ideas, the aim is for them to eventually become big. So hence why I dropped in real estate. Let's say you are someone with um an extra room on your house, or probably an extra, or probably even an extra house that that you don't have to use, right? Because some of us have family members who leave house behind, that we're not using. Some of us have room spaces on our house that we're not using. We can rent them from time to time, and of course you could generate income from that. So again, even though I say that this is really for the small man, this is for the man that is just trying to make it. You can of course do small business rental by just, you have a room on your house, you rent it. You have a space that you're not using, you rent it. Of course, if you have space in your yard where, or you have space, or you have some land or something that you might not using, you can just build something on it and rent it. And of course, that small business can eventually turn into a big business. So that's a wrap, guys. If there is anything that I missed, you can definitely comment it. If you found value in this, if you found value in this video, again, please remember to like and subscribe. Share someone who might need this content or might find value to this content as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out.